Cthulhu-Con contains language that isn't for kids, and occasional gruesome depictions of horror. But it's fun.
Everyone, my name is Mike Turley, and you are listening to Cthulhu-Con, a show about the horrors of the universe that have been silently clawing at the edges of our simple minds. This is a story-first tabletop role-playing show following a popular online forum called the Necronama blog, run by 5 coworkers, well, I guess it's like 3 now, technically, as they deal with everyone around them dying.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin Rizza, and I play Vicky Vanity. Vicky is a former track star and girl next door who, after a terrible summer camp slasher tragedy, is just trying to keep everything together. Vicky is the managing editor of Southeastern Pennsylvanian monstrous cryptids at the Necronama blog. This week's mystery fact for Vicky. So, I've talked a lot about sort of either like the stuff that was happening at Camp Lucid Lake or, years later, Vicky is clearly trying to work on herself, sort of, put her life back together and make everything work. The thing is, though, she wasn't always like that. Right after the summer camp slasher tragedy happened, Vicky actually, what she tried to do is really just ignore it and pretend like everything was fine. Like the day after it happened, her parents just took her to a Friendly's, sort of just like pretending like everything was totally normal. And for a while, that sort of worked. She was a little bit more insular. She didn't go out as much. And that was really useful because when prom happened 2 weeks later and she told her mom she didn't want to go, a Carrie did happen at her prom.
A Carrie.
Yeah. And then later that year, she'd already been accepted to college. So she went to college, she moved into her dorm room, and she pretty much just like locked herself in her dorm all semester, which was also really great when Scream 2 happened on her campus and a bunch of co-eds got murdered. And, I think what really broke the camel's back for her and made her fall, down this deep, dark hole was when she went home from college for Christmas break and woke up Christmas morning to find out that the Pruitt family down the street all got killed by a Krampus.
By a Krampus?
Yeah.
And a Scream 2. Are we sure that Vicky isn't a serial killer?
Yeah.
I think Krampus is a proper noun. I believe the species is called a Grinch.
There's a taxonomy here.
What's a plural?
Crampi?
Crampi.
Yeah, and they're called Grinches, is what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm done with this.
Anyway, all that is to say is that Vicky learned a valuable lesson. Locks are useful.
And that Vicky might be a serial killer, because what are the odds that there are just...
No, it's not Vicky's fault. It's just a series of unfortunate coincidences.
I'm Stephen Tansey. I will be playing Malcolm Vance, head of e-commerce and e-curio at the Necronama blog. Malcolm is an antiques dealer who discovered a little bit of creative writing made the job a lot easier. Malcolm's dead now, and his fun fact is that he probably didn't have any strong opinions on what the afterlife would be. Certainly not this. But I think some part of him expected to just sort of be a ghost and haunt his childhood home. I think he would, in the afternoons, in quiet moments, just kind of spend a lot of time planning like what he would do as a haunt, how he would get rid of, unwelcome occupants, what fun things he could do. He's definitely far more prepared to be haunting a home than in a strange void with Cthylla and Scott.
So this is fascinating to me because when I was a child and I watched Casper, I always thought to myself, like, but what happened to these people that made them so mean in death? And then I realized, like, oh, most people are horrible.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That is a very, very different lesson than I took away from Casper.
Yeah, I thought Casper was a little like it was okay to be in love with your ghost boyfriend, even though he looks like a fluffy see-through marshmallow.
He also looks like a baby.
What's the age difference between Casper and that girl problematic in hindsight?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jake Burley, and I play Nimi Walters, a trust fund kid and struggling artist who's like trying to hold a dark, gritty mirror up to society. Nimi is the head of graphic design at the Necronama blog. And my mystery fact for Nimi this week is Nimi hangs out with, a lot of Starbucks barista types and other kind of like boho New Yorker 20-somethings. And something that's always perplexed her is that they talk a lot about Trader Joe and going and shopping at his establishment. And Nimi's not really sure like what he did to become a traitor or like what that has to do with groceries. But she kind of feels like it must be like an anti-capitalist thing.
Traitor versus trader.
Class Trader Joe.
just trying to puzzle that out. Sometimes she goes with her friends to Trader Joe's just to like try to see what the situation is. She doesn't do any of her own shopping, but she hasn't come across Trader Joe or, you know, his army of renegade grocery socialists, but she's on the lookout.
We're not sponsored by Trader Joe's or Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, please fundraise here for us.
And after I get home from Trader Joe's, I like to lay down on my beautiful Casper mattress.
Do you guys know about Pirate Joe's? It's a store in Canada right across the border where the guy just buys stuff at Trader Joe's and then sells it there because Trader Joe's isn't in Canada.
Are you making this shit up?
I didn't make it up. I might be wrong. It might not be true.
It might not be real, but I didn't make it up.
I'm Kimberly Roten, and I'm playing Dottie Dowager, the blog's Mythos Archivist, and our beloved octogenarian librarian who's as cute as her dynamite is explosive. And today's mystery fact, Dottie is permanently banned from Craigslist. She once posted an ad inviting folks to join her in ancient forbidden pleasure with a spry grandma. Before Craigslist blocked her, many willing souls responded, but they were looking for something slightly different than the protection spells against the old ones that she had in mind.
Phrasing.
I didn't even know you could get banned from Craigslist.
Yeah, I thought it was a lawless space.
Test those limits.
I am Mike Turley, and I play Dr. Scott Adler. Scott is the chief of arcane materials research at the Necronoma blog, and he is a disgraced geologist and coward who got his wife killed because he found some glowing rocks, and then he went nuts and talked to his dead wife for a bit, and now he's basically dead and being tortured in Eldritch Void by being forced to relive painful memories and make the podcast all sad. Scott's mystery fact this week is he has about 18 unreturned library books.
What a sin.
Does Dottie know this?
That's true. I don't know if Dottie knows this, but he's got a bunch of books in his little lab and he got them from the library, and then he's just very forgetful and he forgot to return them. And then he's too socially anxious to confront them about it because they're going to be really mad. He has switched libraries and gotten like 5 new library cards. Some of those libraries are just burned. He can't go back there. They've hung a picture that says, "Do not serve this man." He owes hundreds to thousands of dollars in late fees on those books.
This is why we need credit scores, but for library cards.
Yeah.
There needs to be a library score.
Their libraries should really be talking to each other and not allow him to open more library cards.
How far do you have
It's
to
actually
travel?
good to keep a few library books checked out at all times to slowly improve your library score.
Yeah, if you never take out any books, that actually hurts your score.
You
as
need
well.
a diversity of books, though.
You want your library utilization to be around 5% for an optimal library score.
It's good to go and look at like the documents you can only look at the library, because then, you know, that adds on too, as long as you're responsible.
Now, trying to open new library cards will hurt your library score briefly, but that'll quickly go away as those fall off the reporting, and then having more library cards will actually help you.
All right, well, this is the saddest capitalism joke ever.
Last time, you all started a conflict with Paul, who was able to get free of Malcolm and ingest something to turn himself into a giant amalgamation of tentacles and teeth. Also,
Hello? Can you hear me? Great. I have a very special fan cast today with a very special guest. I'm joined today by Dr. Scott Adler.
What?
Scott, why don't you recap what happened last episode?
What? Where did this recording studio come from?
Don't worry about it. Just in your own words, what happened?
Well, I decided to let you in, and then you sucked me into a memory that I did not want to experience of the worst moment of my life, and then you made me do it over and over, and I didn't like that. You made me just live in the worst moment of my life 5 times, and I tried to ask you not to, and you didn't listen.
Right, but what happened? You have to understand, these listeners, they don't remember what happened last week. You gotta explain it to them.
I relived the moment where I selfishly decided to protect myself and it got my wife killed, and you made me do that 5 times.
I did, and I'm sorry that happened.
I don't think you are sorry.
Anyway, what happened after that?
Well, I got out of that memory finally, and then Malcolm was here in the void. I guess he died. He showed me on the TV he was super dead.
So I guess I'm not alone anymore here?
You're not.
That's
Although you were
nice.
never alone. I've been here this whole time.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Anyway, I think that was good enough. Maybe the listeners...
What listeners? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. You're not even gonna remember this.
I'm what? What do you mean I'm not going to remember this? Cthylla, what do you mean?
I like how Becky is so unimportant that the fact that she died wasn't even mentioned in the recap.
Oh.
Suck it, Becky.
Maybe you should have been a better psychic.
You're all kind of standing in that room now as water is increasingly starting to rise up past your ankles. And you're realizing that Malcolm is definitely gone. Becky is likely gone. And also, one of you looks over at Scott, and you realize that he's not breathing anymore.
Uh-oh. I was wondering when I was going to officially be dead. I thought it was like hours ago.
You're not sure if it was all of the injuries that weren't resolved, or if it was, knocking his head and or rest of his body into stuff as you were transporting him to this location. Yeah, so you're all standing in this room around a bunch of dead bodies. And Jericho is vomiting over Becky as he was trying to revive her.
Gross.
Fuck.
Oh, that's me. I'm pressing the Jericho talk button.
Yes.
Test. Is this working?
Yeah, you all hear Jericho say something, but you hear it as Malcolm's voice.
So I hear Malcolm's voice and I say, "Hey, Malcolm, you're still alive."
Oh, no.
Not exactly. Hey, Scott's here. Say hi, Scott.
Hi, am I dead? I think I might have watched myself die.
Yeah. Put Malcolm back on the phone.
Okay. You maybe bury my body or something.
Maybe.
Don't just leave me behind in the flooding hotel, please.
So, me and Scott are in the ghost zone. I think it's the ghost zone.
We'll workshop that.
There's a woman here. She said it would be bad if she gets revived. So make sure that doesn't happen. And I don't know. Any questions about the afterlife?
Yeah. Do you have all the same stuff that you had in the non-afterlife? Can you take it with you?
The most important question.
That's a good question. Allie, do I have my stuff?
No,
I didn't show up here naked.
Do I have clothes?
you have your clothes that you died in.
Okay.
Clothes, yes.
So clothes do transfer. Jericho, take note of that.
The axe is not here. There's nothing in my pockets.
If I clip a knife to my belt, is that considered an accessory, which is like part of my clothes?
No.
Only if its primary function is fashion.
Yeah, no, it is.
Also, it's just me and Scott here.
Oh.
Either because we've lived a life of sin or we're the only people at this convention who didn't live a life of sin.
One of those.
Probably the former, if we're being honest.
So wait, you're saying Becky's not there with you?
Good question. Did Becky show up?
So you look around and no, there's nobody else here except for the two of you and this TV and the chairs that you're sitting in.
So it seems like we are caught in some sort of purgatory that not everyone goes to because Becky's not here.
Nimi kind of goes quiet after that, I think, and kind of steps away.
So Dottie scrambles over and is just like, wait, you got to tell us how to defeat everything. How do we do that? Don't you have a lot of knowledge now that you're dead?
Oh man, I've been trying to get this lady to explain that. She's really bad at offering useful information. She did give me this panel with buttons. I've got the Jericho button.
Right. What do the other buttons do?
I hit the one on the right.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
I hit the one on the left.
That is the Jericho button.
I hit the one in the middle.
Nothing happens.
damn.
The other buttons don't seem to do anything.
Okay.
Hey, Scott, you've been there for a while, right? So how do we get you guys back then?
I don't know if you can. I think we're dead. I think we're actually dead.
No, but you're talking. So you're still there somehow, right? So
I thought the same thing. I thought there was some way to use some eldritch power to bring someone back to life. That's what I've been trying to do for Iris, but I was tricked or something, or I don't know. I'm questioning whether that's real or not anymore.
Hang on. I'm going to ask Cthylla. Cthylla, can we go back?
You hear Cthylla's voice echo through the void. I'm sorry. No. I brought you here to help me. Intervened, if that makes sense.
Terrific. What do you need?
Well, I need you to stop Thomas.
You guys get that? You gotta stop Thomas, the convention guy. He's up to something.
But we already wanted to stop him. How do we stop him?
Well, he's in the city. they would have to use that vessel in front of them.
All right, let's assume that Malcolm is relaying all this. I don't want to...
I'm just assuming that Jericho's mouth is just like open and there's like a glowing thing coming out of it. And we just sort of hear it like a speaker.
What it actually is that Malcolm is relaying everything that Cthylla is saying. And sometimes Malcolm and Scott are talking over each other, and you don't get to hear both of their voices at once. You hear one of their voices, and then it stops abruptly, and you hear a little bit of the other voice, and then it stops abruptly.
Kind of like how Zoom is doing that.
That's too close to home.
It is slight chaos if they are both talking. And you do not hear Cthylla, but Malcolm is relaying everything that she's saying. So Cthylla says, right, so the city is right outside the convention center.
That's convenient.
You can get there with the vessel that is in front of you, but I don't know what they've done to it. And then once you get to the city itself, you just need to stop Thomas from performing the ritual.
How did Thomas get to the city if the vessel is here?
There was another vessel.
Makes sense.
This is not the only submarine that they had.
How big is the submarine? Can they bring my body? Because I don't want my body to be left to drown is not the right word. I'm already dead. But to just be like in the flooded hotel and not buried somewhere.
Scott's worried about his body. Can you give him a respectful burial at sea?
I guess I don't deserve it, but...
Never mind, he doesn't deserve it, he says. I think that's kind of weird, but, I think it's important we respect his wishes.
Also, like, we don't know for sure that I can't bring myself back to life. Maybe I need my body for that.
As you're kind of like arguing over what to do with Scott's body and whether it's respectful or not, you do realize that they've said they can't go back. Cthylla cannot bring them back. They are, in fact, dead.
Well, Cthylla can't, but what about, I don't know, other gods? Other dark gods? Other light gods? What about Jesus Christ?
I lean down, I get on one knee, and I do that thing where you close a corpse's eyes, and I whisper into Malcolm's dead body's ears, like, I'm sorry. This shit... This keeps fucking happening. I'm sorry. And then I go over and I do the same with Becky. And then I put my gun back behind my back and I look at everybody and I say, look, this is fucked. Let's just get out of here. Let's go. Let's kill this Thomas guy. And whatever we do, we got to make sure that like their lives mean something. This can't just be for no fucking reason.
Vicky, is that on a note card?
No, it's not. It's not on a note card.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Vicky, I'm going to give you a point of stability for that speech you just gave.
Yeah.
But I am going to have everyone else roll a stability check to see how it was received.
I got a 4.
I got a 6.
And then you as well, Kevin.
Oh, I have to roll for my own speech?
Yes, but you got a point of stability.
All right. I rolled a 3. So do I just lose that stability point I just got?
No,
Okay.
that was the threshold, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so you all feel kind of empowered by what Vicky's saying. It's very clear that she doesn't want anyone else to die.
Except Thomas. She was clear about Thomas dying. She said, let's go kill Thomas.
Yeah, that's true. She did say that. Also, it's at this moment, Dottie,
Yes.
that you notice that Bartholomew is gone.
Oh. Hey guys, where did Bartholomew go?
You lost the wizard? I start flicking through channels on the TV to see if I can find him.
Oh, interesting. All
That's a
right.
good idea, yeah.
Do you have mechanical repair as an ability?
Oh, I do have mechanical repair.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to just kind of instinctively know what buttons to push to change the channel. And it flips through, like, scenes of the convention hall. There's a scene where a deep one is ramming his trident through somebody and holding it up in the air. You flip the channel again, and it is a number of people trying to swim their way out of one of the rooms upstairs. And then you flip it again, and it is Bartholomew. And he is back at the room where you had broken the table and is trying to open the door.
Oh, he's in the room with the big stone table that we exploded. He's trying to open the door.
Oh, so he's just trying to leave.
Yes, he's trying to leave.
Oh, fuck him.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck him.
fuck that guy.
Water's coming in here. I think we should deal with the bodies. Like Scott, Malcolm, I mean, even Becky, like, does anyone have a match or?
We Viking funeraling this? All right. Do I still have dynamite? Would that be?
Oh my God, blow us up with dynamite. That sounds great.
Don't blow the bodies up. Come on.
You also used the last of your dynamite last episode.
Come on.
This is such a good Viking funeral. Damn it.
It's fine, guys. You can just leave it there.
I thought about it and it's too much trouble. You guys should save yourselves and I'm already dead, so.
Even if we're not going to help, burn these bodies, like I want to put them at least at a place of rest somehow. So I pick up each body one at a time and I kind of make like a makeshift altar sort of thing with some of the shelves that I stack up. I kind of place all three of them side by side by side. And then I stand back and I look around the room and I'm like, does anybody want to say anything about any of them?
I think if there's like a moment of quiet, I think Nimi will take a few steps forward. Natalie, I assume, is still next to me, Allie. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm close to Natalie for support. Both kind of walking up, if that makes sense. I kind of like look at Vicky, and you can kind of see that Nimi is like uncharacteristically quiet and sad ever since confirming that Becky wasn't in the void and that is not living on like Malcolm and Scott. And so I think Nimi kind of like walks up to this altar and says, I don't know if Becky deserved to die. I mean, I kind of think she deserved to be like blackballed from the industry and, she's a liar, told me she was psychic, and that really hurt my feelings. But I don't know, Becky, you didn't deserve to die, I guess. And now Malcolm's dead, even though he was like the only cool one here. And Scott, I didn't really care for, I guess, either. But he probably didn't deserve to die.
I can fucking hear you.
Scott, I'm trying to say something. Please.
Okay. All right.
No one deserves to die like this in this weird underground ocean place. So I think we just gotta, I don't know, whatever we gotta do. And I kind of like hold on to Natalie closer.
Yeah, she puts her arm around you to try and comfort you a little bit.
And you see the camera cuts to Vicky's fist that she just starts like tensing a little bit.
It's the Arthur meme. Yeah.
After a few moments of silence, Scott's just like, I liked you, Nimi. Yeah.
Scott, please, I'm trying to have a moment here, and I just feel like you're really stepping on my toes. And Becky, sorry that you were a terrible friend, and I'm sorry that you're dead. And I turn away.
Hashtag RIP. Look, guys, if there's one thing I've learned after losing my beloved Reggie, it's that life is for the living and it's also for vengeance. And so I think let's go find Thomas and end this.
Yeah, avenge me, Scott says.
Oh my God, Scott, read the room.
We turn away and we start walking over towards the submarine. And as we're walking, I'm like, oh, hey, Malcolm, Scott, quick question. Was it weird to be at your own funeral?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, also, thanks for saying I'm cool, Nimi.
Oh yeah, you got it. You're definitely the coolest one here. Sorry, everyone.
Jeez.
Thanks for being honest that you don't care for me. It's good to know.
You don't have to be a dick about it, Scott.
Jeez.
You're going through a lot right now.
I don't know that anyone really cares about me. It's fine.
Oh my God.
Scott, we carried your body for like 25 minutes.
Scott's like an Eeyore. I really.
All right, we walk up to the submarine and we try to get in.
All right. So as you get closer to this machine, you see that while it does look like a submarine, it seems to be heavily coated in a thick, muscle-like sinew material. The doorway of the vessel is open and is lined with thick fibers of tissue. And as you peer inside, you notice that the inside as well is this fleshy material throughout. It's pretty moderately sized. You think that you could probably fit about 5 people in here pretty comfortably. There are 2 chairs covered in a fleshy material, as well as a control panel that is also covered in flesh. And where there would be buttons, it looks like there is instead kind of an amalgamation of small body parts. Eyes, fingers, ears, seemingly sewn into the tissue-like covering.
I would have liked to live, but I am so thrilled I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I feel similarly.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just going to get in.
Yeah, I'm going to get in. We're just all getting in, I assume. Yeah.
we're doing this. Also, can I poke the I button? I want to poke the I button.
Are you sure it's a button?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you get in and you poke one of the eyes. And when you do that, it sounds like the submarine itself's engine starts to like rev a little bit. And then as soon as it does that, it powers down.
Oh.
Is the TV in the void tracking them, or am I having to do that?
Yes, if you are on their channel, you can see what they're doing.
Ah, cool.
It does seem to like follow them specifically.
It's like the little camera guy from Mario 64.
Yeah, it's Lakitu.
Cthylla, how do we make the submarine go?
I don't know.
All right, well, first thing I think we're going to need to figure out how to close the door, right?
Yeah, let's close
Yeah,
the
okay.
tippity
All right,
top
let's just try
part
some
there.
I'm just going to try different body parts and see what happens.
What would the skill be for this?
First aid.
First aid? Yeah, I would accept first aid.
Oh, wait. Can I do a pitch for Streetwise?
Streetwise.
Tell me your pitch,
Yeah,
Kevin.
please.
That's it. Just that it be streetwise.
You know, it's like if it's about street smarts and being clever than, knowing stuff.
Oh, wait. Does anyone have both mechanical repair or whatever it is and medicine? Because I feel like that combo is really the sweet
Right,
spot.
that's the Frankenstein synergy.
I have medicine, but not mechanical. Oh, I have theology.
I have mechanical, but no medicine. But I do have first aid.
I mean, you guys could always join forces.
we said there were
and-
ears there, right?
Yeah, there's ears, fingers, and eyeballs.
Just try saying submarine go into the ear.
So who's interacting with the control panel?
I mean, I definitely already said I'm just pressing
buttons.
stuff.
As you're pressing buttons and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, you do see that there are 2 spots that seem to be empty and have a kind of a concave spot where something should go there, but you're not quite sure what.
How big?
About the size of like a $50.
Oh, I just put my last $2 on the eyes of that corpse.
Yeah. Has anybody got any cash? Because I don't have any money.
So Nimi has been sitting in like the back row of the submarine, being kind of like comforted by Natalie. And I like to imagine that Natalie's arm is over my shoulder, but then the octopus is also kind of over the shoulder. And I haven't been helping with the controls, but I kind of look up and I like take out $200 bills. I'm like, will these work?
Do you have any coins? Maybe like €1 or something?
Jericho, where's my money? Give Vicky some money.
I just want to clarify, even though Jericho's body is there, you have not heard from Jericho since they started talking.
Oh.
All right, I reach into Jericho's pockets and try to see if Jericho has any coins.
He stands there and lets it happen.
Did we kill Jericho?
Does he have any coins?
He does not have any coins.
Is there anything else in this ship that seems about that shape and size?
No. In fact, the more you're thinking about it, all of the other buttons and parts of this are human body parts.
Okay, I stick my
Oh.
fingers in there.
Uh-oh, does Vicky lose her fingers?
Uh-oh.
You stick your 2 fingers,
Pinky fingers.
both of her pinky fingers into those 2 slots.
Okay.
And as soon as you do that, these tiny red threads of flesh emerge from the control panel and burrow their way into your fingers.
Ow.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ah.
And they start to slowly tear into them as if they're trying to pull your fingers off.
I pull my hands back.
All right, I'm going to have you roll a flinch. Do you have flinch as an ability?
No, I've got scuffling.
Yeah, okay, this could also be scuffling.
All right, I'll spend a point of scuffling.
Okay.
Keep your pinkies.
I spend 2 points of scuffling.
Good call.
I rolled a 5. Plus 2 is 7.
Yeah, you're able to like rip both of your pinkies out, but your hands are now bleeding.
Ow.
Oh.
And I am going to have you take 1 point of damage.
All right.
Maybe try that with a corpse next.
Can I help Vicky with my sweet first aid?
Yeah, you can help her with first aid. So you could spend a point of first aid and give 2 health points.
Great. I'll do that.
All right,
Wrap them with some of the knitting needle stuff I have.
so wool
Okay.
or yarn.
Wool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. This is how you can tell I don't knit, everyone.
Yeah, so your pinkies are now wrapped with yarn in order to stop the bleeding, and you gain 2 health points back.
Awesome. Now I'm back up to 6.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, so that had a bunch of horrible knives and stuff in it. It did seem to react to my human flesh, though.
Does that mean we could just cut off someone else's pinkies?
Yeah, try it with a corpse. There's some outside.
That's true.
Oh, wait, I say. And I stand up confidently and I reach for Kathy and I say, let me try this again.
Uh-oh.
And I point Kathy at the submarine control panel. I say, the power of Kathy compels you.
Kathy seems uncomfortable in your arms.
Oh.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
I kind of put my hand over the button, like covering it, like I'm trying to cover up the microphone. I ask Cthylla, hey, is Octopus you?
It's complicated.
That's a fun way to say yes.
It's a form of me. I don't have full control over it, but it is me in the sense that I could become it.
Wait, so does that mean if you die in octopus life, you die in real life?
I don't want to make this uncomfortable, but like if we squish the octopus, boom, no resurrection into the world, right?
Or it could accelerate it and I could manifest in the body of a dead octopus.
Wait, if they could have brought you into the world by just smooshing the octopus, though, you think they would have done that, right?
Well, that's not the only thing they want, I don't think.
All right, so we shouldn't smoosh the octopus. That's your stance, Cthylla?
I don't think you should. Obviously, you have your own free will. I think you should keep the octopus around.
Okay, so that really ruins my next plan, which was what if we put 2 of the octopus's tentacles in this little hole that cut up my pinkies?
That's kind of what I was trying to do with the whole...
Oh, were you shoving her into the control panel?
No, I was kind of holding Kathy above and in front of it with the hopes that if Kathy knew what to do, Kathy would kind of like reach out and do it.
Guys, if you need more body parts, there's a whole bunch of them just outside the submarine.
Yeah, you can use my body. It's fine.
Don't use Scott's body. Use the body that those yugs came out of.
Our cup runneth over with dead bodies.
There's so much flesh up there, a horrible amount of flesh. You don't need to pick which of us is going to donate flesh to this cause. One thing you have in surplus is flesh. I'm flicking through the channels on the TV. Oh, yeah, there's flesh everywhere.
So much flesh, you guys.
You flick through and there's just like screaming and people running away from the deep ones and yugs. And
Guys, the situation is dark right now, but one thing you don't lack is flesh.
Okay. All right. No, you know what? Malcolm, you're right. I go back outside of the submarine. I find 2 arms of one of these guys. I take out my big knife. I cut them off. I bring them back in and I shove those arms into the holes.
Vicky is badass.
Yeah, well, like the hand part. Yeah, it's joysticks.
do you have medicine or...
I do have medicine.
Okay, so then you can just do it. You're able to kind of like figure out where on the joint to like cut.
Right above the elbow.
And so you bring those 2 arms in that are just bleeding into the submarine.
Allie, you cannot take this indignant tone with us. When, like,
Yeah, you set this up.
This is just not what I had expected, but
I guess you fucking weirdos.
You got the sick mind. We're just puppets in your world.
Who are these psychopaths dismembering arms and bringing them into the flesh tomb?
Really ruining the vibe.
You guys know you're going to get covered in blood. Like, the submarine's made of blood.
It's true. When I walk back out into the light from the submarine, I look like I've been carried.
Again. You look like you've been carried again.
Yeah.
all right, so you get back into the submarine and you take these arms and kind of stick the bloody ends into the control panel empty spots.
No. I'm putting the not bloody ends. I need a big nub that I can control.
I see.
No, using the hands as control sticks will be better. Because then you got 10 degrees of articulation.
I don't need that. I'm putting the hands in.
You control the ship by doing like a little thumb war with the dead arms.
Disgusting.
All right, you put the arms in, hands down, and these same spindly red fibrous like materials extend into all of the fingers of the hands, grabbing them, stabilizing them, and then pulling them into the control panel. You are left with these 2 little bloody stubs that are sticking out of the control panel now. While this is happening, in the void, Scott.
Yeah.
You're still reeling from experiencing that memory of yours repeatedly.
Yeah, I've compartmentalized to kind of participate in talking to them, but I am still like really suppressing a lot of feelings.
I think you're going to have to do a sanity check for me.
Oh, God. All right. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So you're going to lose 2 points of sanity.
Okay, that brings me from 4 to 2.
And you've been what's referred to in this book as mentally blasted.
Mentally blasted. Wow, really got blasted.
So I came in and I started blasting.
Yeah, I've been blasted a few times my own self.
Mentally
Let's
finger
go out on
blasted.
Friday night and just get really mentally blasted.
I've gone through some real shit. My brain's super blasted, you guys. So what does this mean?
So what this usually means is that you would be shell-shocked and really shaken for the next few hours. You find yourself thinking about your experience with Cthylla so far and finding yourself pretty endeared to her.
Oh.
You're not like obsessed with her or in love with her, but you are like, she's a good person. I really like her. Which is not thoughts you had before this.
No.
Before, as soon as you got out of the memory, you were afraid of her. But that fear has seemingly gone away.
Yeah, I'm experiencing magical cognitive distortions.
Like, you think that Cthylla is your friend.
All right.
You have a new friend.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, I don't know what I would do in response to this shift in feeling, because I don't really have a prompt to talk to Cthylla
That's
right
fine.
now, but...
This was all just for your information that it's happening.
Okay.
Do I notice my companion here getting mentally blasted?
I really am having a lot of trouble.
How do we take this seriously? I mean, it sounds really bad, but also
Mentally blasted.
I do think that I relax. Like, I was wide-eyed and, like, shaking a little bit and clenching my fists, like, worried for my friends, and now I'm just kind of like, huh. You see me kind of lose some tension.
Scott, you seem much more chill. I like that. Positive attitude.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. I think we were probably brought in here for a reason, and like we can look for the positives in this. I don't know. Maybe Cthylla's here to help us.
I am here to help.
I thought you said we were here to help you.
Well, why can't it be both?
You said you can't help us.
We can help each other.
Wait, what can you help us with, Cthylla?
Well, as Scott knows, if allowed, I can explore your memories. Learn information that, you may not have even known yourself.
No, I'm pretty sure I know all the stuff I know.
I'm not sure.
It was kind of uncomfortable for me, but I see now that it was important.
Scott, you seemed actually pretty upset about it.
I've had some time to think about it.
Scott, what did we learn from Cthylla's ministrations that was helpful?
I don't know. I learned that I had bottled up feelings that were not good for me, and I just kind of need to accept them and move past them. And, Cthylla, it was kind of therapeutic. The more time I spent thinking about it, like, I think Cthylla kind of helped me get past a mental block there. So, sometimes that progress is uncomfortable.
Yeah, cool. I don't need a Stambledini right now, but thank you. Good to know. I'll let you know, Cthylla.
The other thing, Malcolm, is that I would love to understand more about both of you, since we are all in this space, at least for now. And I want to understand more about humans and what this convention was that you all were going to and why, and your blog. I would love to hear about your blog.
Which blog? Because I have one about rocks.
That's a good question. Good to clarify.
Either, both, everything. I want to understand why Nimi is upset that Becky is dead. I want to understand why Vicky is seemingly very upset over people dying around her. And the cue cards thing is also confusing to me.
Yeah, that one confuses me too.
But she's moved past the cue cards.
Dottie, I don't understand how she holds the group together. It seems like everyone loves her and she's able to bring everyone down to a calm level. Could you explain any of that to me?
I don't know if I can explain Dottie. I thought I understood Dottie, but this bag full of dynamite has really thrown me for a loop. All right, but I can explain the convention. I can explain the blog. Sorry, go ahead, Scott.
I was just going to say, in general, backing up, like the more general concept here, do you understand that death is like upsetting and terrifying to us humans? Mortality? Do you understand the concept of fear of mortality?
Not really. All of my family and myself, we will never die. It's not something that's possible.
Can you just imagine that you will die someday? Think about that. How would you feel about that? Imagine you only had another 80 years to experience things in the world.
80 years is nothing. I think that sounds nice.
What?
It's like I could actually sleep and not be in this constant state of being. That sounds delightful, actually.
Well, for us, it's scary. It's not enough time.
I'm losing a lot of confidence in you as an ally in this project, if I'm being entirely honest. My whole thing, what I'm kind of going for with helping with this city thing is sort of to save and or revenge as much life at this convention as is possible. So,
I mean, that is the correct approach, I think, if you want to save lives and stop whatever Thomas is doing.
Malcolm, I think that the more we help Cthylla understand us, the more that she can help us.
And how do we help Cthylla understand? I can explain. What do you want me to explain first? The blog, the convention.
Can you explain Nimi to me? I don't understand.
Oh.
She is not like anyone else that I've interacted with.
Thank you.
Nimi's actually probably the most like you of anyone here. Nimi's sort of grown up in this world separate from the goals and consequences that everyone else deals with. And I think she's just drifting around trying to find meaning in whatever ways are available to her. Like, so you don't get death. Do you understand eating?
Yes, to a certain degree. I ate information in order to understand as much as I do now.
Okay.
Is that the same?
No. That's actually a kind of sophisticated understanding of eating to, kind of apply it to other concepts. But do you know what discomfort is?
No.
Then this is going to be hard. Eating is something humans have to do to avoid discomfort and also death.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Nimi doesn't really have to worry about that. She's just kind of... Actually, I don't even know why she does this, but she's got all of the food she needs to eat, and it's not information, it's literal food. Do you understand biology at all?
Oh, yes. I understand a decent amount of biology. I think one of the minds was a biologist, maybe. I understand biology to a certain level, yeah.
Right. So you know why eating is necessary for that.
Because mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
God damn it. Yeah, she absorbed an 8th grade science book.
While this is all happening, are we pressing the cool, sweet new human body part buttons?
Yeah, so back to the submarine. You push the same eyeball in that you had pushed before, and now that the door is closed, it seems to start up again. And it seems like there are these limbs that outstretch from the outside of the submarine, kind of lifting the submarine off of the ground. Still in water, it doesn't seem to be floating currently, but it is able to kind of move around.
All right, I'm playing with that. I'm moving it around.
Yeah, you're taking the arms and moving them in different directions, and it does seem like the forward-backward motion is what is moving the limbs on the submarine forward and backward.
To clarify, am I still just having to hold the eyeball down the entire time?
No, you pressed it once, and that seemed to be the start button.
Amazing. Just clarifying that my hand is not stuck in an eyeball.
You also see, as you're playing around with the submarine, there is almost a remote control that also has a separate button that says door hatch on it.
All right, I pressed the door hatch button.
Okay, you press that, and the front part of this room, which was actually a garage door, starts to lift up. And as it does that, water floods this room.
The room, not the submarine.
Which is fine because we're in a submarine.
Yes. And after a short amount of time, you are completely submerged in water. And the appendages that were walking around kind of sense somehow that the room is filled with water and retract back into the submarine.
All right, well, I guess we've got a submarine and there's a door. I guess let's go through it, right?
I hope you guys grabbed enough flesh. If you guys need more, you've just lost access to...
Yeah, that's true. You had a plethora of flesh and now you've left it all behind.
So much flesh, yeah.
A fleshera, if you will.
Nope, I will not.
I will.
No.
You know what? I will. A fleshera.
Come on.
No, we're going to disagree on that one.
Yeah, you start slowly making your way outside of the convention center. And as you do, you are greeted with the sight of just darkness. There is seemingly endless darkness at the bottom of the ocean. And messing with the controls a little bit, you find the right finger that turns on the frontward light of the submarine. And as it turns on, you see a large collection of buildings, or what look like buildings. Have you ever had water that is like almost freezing temperature and then you like go to pour it out and it forms this like spike of ice? Have you ever seen those videos?
I haven't seen it, but I've found it in my freezer before, where sometimes the ice cube tray just has like a spire of ice coming out of one of the cubes.
Yeah, so it's like almost upside down icicles of these, what you assume are buildings coming out of the bottom of the ocean. These structures look like they were naturally formed from some kind of stone or rock, nothing like man-made. And as you kind of drift closer, you notice that there is a central, almost roadway in the center of the city. And there's also, around the entire city itself, what looks to be a bubble. There is some kind of barrier in between the submarine and the rest of the city.
Cool.
All right. I guess we just drive towards that.
Are you going to try to go through the bubble?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Hang on.
From Allie's tone,
Is there another thing?
I look for a door or an airlock on the TV.
Malcolm, why don't you roll investigate or evidence collection, I would also take.
How about...
Or Cthulhu mythos.
How about mechanical repair?
Explain to me how mechanical repair would help you
Oh, yeah. Well,
find an opening in the bubble.
you see, I would understand valves and pressure and, how one would create a airlock of some kind in a pressurized bubble because that's what you need to do when you fix a pool pump, as far as you know.
Yeah, I guess, I'll give that to you, but you are going to spend a point.
Fair enough. You want me to roll or I just do it?
No, you can just do it. You just are going to spend a point. If this was a mechanical or electrical type of pressurized dome, you'd expect there to be some kind of entrance where the road is, right? Because that's where there would be things entering. And you look down and it doesn't seem like there is a mechanical entry point, but it does look like there is some kind of shift in the bubble itself. And there are like a number of smaller bubbles that are kind of coagulating next to where the road is.
All right, I relay this with Jericho.
Jericho vomits.
He's got to be running out of stuff in there.
That needs to be a sticker.
Try to get this guy some electrolytes. He's lost.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot.
Everybody
of
got any
blood.
Gatorade?
Really got to hydrate this guy.
At this point, he is vomiting blood.
Oh no, Jericho.
Poor Jericho.
I don't think Jericho's going to make it, you guys.
And you hear Malcolm relay that it looks like there is something near the base of the bubble.
Let's do it.
Seeing this, I'm like, well, I want to minimize how often I do this to Jericho. So assume I'm just always holding down the button, and I just sort of look away from the control panel when I'm not trying to talk to these guys.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys start to make your way towards the roadway. And as your submarine starts to like come in contact with that area of other bubbles, it seems like for a moment your submarine starts to enter and is fully encapsulated in its own bubble before breaking off and landing on the road. It doesn't seem like there is water here. As your submarine gets in and its own personal bubble pops, the feet of the submarine extend and make contact with the ground.
Do submarines usually have feet?
Yeah.
And are these literal feet?
This actually doesn't seem like a regular submarine like you were expecting. It is very like cylindrical looking, and the feet itself are mechanical, but they are covered in muscle material and sinew, just like the rest of the sub is.
I don't think you should have had to clarify that this is not a normal submarine.
I also think of most submarines as cylinders.
I guess I was thinking more of like a hot dog with legs, if that makes sense.
Oh.
That's kind of what I think about a submarine looks like, except without the legs.
Yeah, it is kind of a submarine with legs.
All right, so the submarine has landed. All right, guys, this is a crazy place. I've been in some crazy places before. We just need to grit our teeth and don't overthink it. Let's just get out there. Let's find this Thomas guy and let's put, a bullet in his head.
You guys got this, Scott says.
I love these very charismatic speeches, Vicky. It's so good.
I'm doing it. I don't care anymore. I don't care about anything. All right. I'm done. This is bullshit. So, Dottie,
Fucking bullshit.
you and Nimi, and I guess Natalie, you guys, the only friends I've got. So, we're all girls here now. Girl power, you know what I'm saying? So let's go kick some ass. And I kick the door open.
Awesome. Final girl energy.
Yeah, you do that. And actually, Natalie stays back and goes to Nimi. Are we sure about this? I don't know if this is the right place to be. We could have just escaped with the submarine, right?
Nimi kind of looks back and says, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, we seem to be in some kind of alternate dimension with a big city. Wait, has there always been a big city under the sea?
Well, I mean, Atlantis used to be above the sea.
Is this Atlantis?
Let's see, what ability would this be? You have a ton of art history. So I'm going to say that you do know, especially because...
With your art history, you do know that Atlantis is real.
Artists have made depiction of the lost city for generations. And Nimi has enough art history to assemble the context and know exactly the full map of the location.
No. I will say, because of all of the points that you have in art history, you do distinctly remember using another depiction of a city that was similar to this when you were writing a blog post about something to do with Cthulhu.
Okay, so I don't know. It doesn't scan to me as specifically weird.
No.
That there's a city that's as possible as many things.
I mean, the fact that you've talked to a Cthulhu god or have been interacting with what you assume to be some kind of elder god is already kind of out of the realm of possibilities in general.
That does not scan for me at all. That is not that's not something that Nimi would connect. Well, all this is just to say, in response to Natalie's question, I say, I don't really know. I guess it is pretty normal to have a city at the bottom of the ocean, so maybe we could. And then I kind of I look up to where Vicky has, I assume, gotten out of the submarine already.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Nimi kind of take a pause and then turn back to Natalie and say, but I don't think Vicky deserves to die. And so I think we better go and make sure she doesn't do that.
Natalie pauses and says, all right, yeah, I guess I'll follow you if you want to do this.
Yeah, I just think there's only a few of us left, and I don't know. You don't deserve to die either, Natalie, I say seriously. And, I get it if you gotta go. Maybe you could take the submarine and get out of here, but I don't know. I think I have to stick with the blog, They've already, a lot of people have died today.
Well, bye.
Bye.
No, I'm gonna stay with you. I just want you to know, Nimi, it's been really nice getting to know you. I really enjoyed this outside of, the impending doom and fear and creatures of it all.
Oh my God, I say. And I'm moving towards the door, with her now. And I'm if you liked this, you should see what we can do, when we're back at my house. It's really cool. We could go shopping. We could go out to eat somewhere. Have you ever been to Dubai?
No, I haven't been to Dubai.
Oh my God, we've got to go to Dubai after this, I say, as I exit the submarine.
Scott says to Cthylla, do you know the concept of affluence?
So affluence is when a mitochondria has just more ATP than it knows what to do with.
Back to you guys describing the idea of humanity to Cthylla.
So we're at a 9th grade level now. It's been hours.
We've done a lot better because this mitochondria thing has been a weirdly pivotal point in bridging the gap.
Strangely useful metaphor, yeah.
For some reason, that fact just sticks in everyone's minds. Cthylla goes to Malcolm. All right, I guess this makes a little bit more sense. But what about you, Malcolm? What is up with you? I've seen a little bit. You are obviously part of the blog. There's something strange about some craftiness. Could you explain that?
Sorry, craftiness?
Yeah, there is this guy who was really mad at you for some reason about something he bought from you.
Ah, okay. Did we explain deception?
Deception. Yeah, you probably have kind of talked about that a little bit.
You know how we explain compassion? Well, sometimes you have selective compassion and you choose people to not have compassion for so you can take their money.
Well, hang on, Scott.
Is it similar to how I've brought you two here, but haven't literally anyone else? That's selectivity, right?
Sure, in a way.
That's right. Hey, yeah, why not anyone else?
Well, I wanted to meet you. You know much more about the inner workings of the old gods and my father, really more than anybody.
That actually ties pretty into the craftiness. So I think a lot of the convention's attendees are what you might call true believers. And I guess I am now. But I think what that gentleman was upset about is, well, a lot of fans of these mythos, some of them really want to just kind of be a part of it, which is, from what I do understand of these, like the last thing you should want. But some people want to be a part of it, maybe own a piece of it. And there's just not a lot of pieces to go around. So I like to take things that maybe look the part and suggest that they are that.
Does this have anything to do with your past? Your grandmother, was it?
How do you know about my grandmother?
You've talked about her before.
Yes, I actually think this has nothing to do with my past or Beatrice, as a matter of fact.
Okay. I mean, I would love to be let in so that I can fully understand that, but I understand if that's too much to ask.
That is kind of a lot to ask. I think I've been like super gracious about learning old gods exist and all that.
But Malcolm, I think it's important that you let her in. I think it might be the only way to help us.
Do you know about vampires?
Yes, you had a blog entry about 3 years ago on vampires.
Do you know about not accepting gifts from the Fae?
I believe you also had a blog entry about that as well, yes.
Yeah, anyway, you really can't. Whenever a supernatural entity wants your permission to do something, that's just a no across the board.
I see.
It's always bad.
It wasn't bad for me.
It was bad for you, Scott. You were really upset when I got here.
But it was for the greater good. It was.
What's the greater good, Scott?
If we help Cthylla understand, then Cthylla can have the power to help us stop whatever's happening.
Is that true, Cthylla? If you understand, you can stop Thomas?
It's possible. The thing is, I need to understand humanity, I think, in order for me to interact with all of you.
I don't think you're going to get there. You're so bad at this. You don't understand that people don't want to die? Do you think Ethan wanted to turn into a big monster and die in the pool when you tried to talk to us through him? Do you think Jericho wants to throw up a liter of blood every time I press this button? Oh, God, I let my hand off the button. And I'm supposed to trust you rooting around in my mind?
I mean, I think I'm trustworthy. I think you should trust me.
And why is it always like this with you? Why do you need my permission? If it really is so important, why don't you just barge in against my will? Why does it have to be my fault when I'm inevitably doomed by this?
I believe in free will. It is one of the things that has stuck with me even before I existed in this space. And I refuse to take that fully away from someone.
Also, Malcolm, what other choice do we have? I'm out of options here.
Things used to be a lot better for my family. The past 10, 15 years, things really haven't been going my way or my family's way, and it's rough. You know, my grandmother has certainly had to give up many of the luxuries she's become accustomed to, and she's really upset. But you know what she's upset about? She's not upset that we don't live in the country estate anymore. She's not upset about the worse foods and the fewer no servants. I guess I'm this. Anyway, not important. You know what she's upset about? She thinks this is her fault. She thinks she missed an offering or did it wrong to the spirits of our country. Whatever. Maybe I should start taking it more seriously. But now I think I get it. I don't want you to turn my brain into soup, but if that's what is going to happen, I don't want to have to know I opened the door.
Your brain's already soup, man. We're dead.
Well, my chest is soup. I think the head was intact. Yeah, that's a fair point. Is this really going to help? How many other people do you go inside? Because you don't seem to get humanity after rooting around in Scott. He's probably not the best example. How much information did you eat, and why is it going to help for me to let you in here?
Well, I absorbed exactly 34 people. But it's, forgive me, the words for this aren't perfect. Your language can't describe everything that I would like to say. I've been created in a way. Obviously, I existed before this, but the information that I've been acquiring is my power. I'm at a limit of information right now. The cultists that were feeding me information are either dead or preoccupied, and I don't have the ability to help as much as I would like to. It's fine that you said no. We can figure something else out, or I can try my best with what I have. But that is why I asked.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to try your best with what you have. I don't know, maybe select someone a little more pliable on this subject next time someone dies.
Back to the submarine. You're all exiting the vessel onto this road made of this white, bluish stone that is covered in algae, like it has been completely sunk underwater for centuries. As you look around, you realize that, first off, this is an air bubble that is pressurized. So you are able to step off of the submarine and breathe air and are perfectly fine. And second off, you turn around and you look towards the convention center as it is seemingly being crushed under the weight of the pressure of being underwater. All of those people that were still there are likely dead.
Shit.
Dang.
Fuck.
Oh no, my body!
Cthulhu-Con stars Ali Turley as our keeper, Kevin Rizza as Vicky Vanity, Stephen Tansey as Malcolm Vance, Jake Burley as Nimi Walters, Kimberly Roten as Dottie Dowager, Mike Turley as Dr. Scott Adler. This episode was edited by Kristen Rizza, with sound design and engineering by Mike Turley. Cthulhu-Con is a production of Skull and Scones. You can find links to all our stuff on our website at skullandscones.com. All right, so this is the part of the outro where Mike would ask you to share it with a friend. Oh, Mike? Oh, don't worry, he's fine. He's right here.
Oh God, you guys, he's gone crazy. He's gone crazy. You gotta share the show. Okay, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Oh God, oh my nose is so itchy. You guys gotta come help me. He's got me at this address. It's 1-2.
That's enough of that. See, perfectly safe. And if you want him to stay that way, you will share the show with a friend. Or he gets it. It also helps Mike if you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And you can also find links to our social media and our Discord server in the episode description. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss an episode, and we'll be back with another episode in 2 weeks. Mike will see you then, if he's lucky. Goodbye.